What's going on, everyone? Happy Monday. What we are looking at here is the Apple daily chart. Now, if you're a day trader or a short-term swing trader, you need to absolutely be licking your chops at the Apple setup. Now, again, anytime we're looking at setups, doesn't necessarily mean that 100%, that they're going to work or they're going to go. But you kind of have to take the information that's in front of you. You kind of have to put it all together and, push your chips to the table and use your risk, accordingly. So if we kind of look at the daily chart here, look at going all the way back to February the 3rd, right when we put in this high wick here of at around 157.38. Look at where the last 3 trading days have been trading around 156.5. We had a short period of time here on March the 6th where we kind of briefly touched over this linear regression line here. But the longer something goes sideways, you kind of have to think about it like this: the bigger the move, right? The more of the expansion chamber that's going to happen. Now, anytime we get this much consolidation on a daily time frame could be an indicator that we're getting ready for either the next leg higher or the next leg lower. If we were trading towards the bottom of the channel here, closer to around 145, 144, then I would say loss of the 50-day moving average has room down to 141 and 128. But we are trading towards the top of the channel. So anytime you're trading towards the top of the trading range and you're holding and you're holding and you're holding and you're above all levels of supply, meaning the 5-day moving average, we are over the linear regression channel level, the 10 SMA, the 20, the 200, the 50, so forth and so forth. Apple, I think, is setting up for a monster move. Technology has been extremely strong, even with all of the chaos and the disaster going on with the banks and the financials right now. A lot of money is pouring into the technology sector. Apple, we already know, is one of the big dogs when it comes to the triple Qs and the NASDAQ 100. If we kind of take a look at what the triple Qs are doing, last Friday was a little bit of an inside bar day here. We kind of put in a new high, closed right back in that monster candle that we had here on the 16th. If you can kind of see my downwards trend line here, not only do we get the breakout, we got the breakout and we're getting a little bit of a back test here. Now, I know people and traders may be waiting for, Mr. Jerome Powell to come on this week and start speaking. I believe he's speaking on Wednesday. Again, it's going to give us a clear sign this week if kind of that short-term bottom is in, and we're going to go on a multiple month run. And if we go on a multiple month run, you're going to want to stick with names that have the most measured moves, the most maximum potential. So when we're looking at maximum potential, I'm not going to sit here and trade a $5 stock that's maybe got 80 cents worth of room. I want to trade some of the big dogs like Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Meta, because if we do go on a multiple month run, we could be looking at dollars, tens of dollars. So again, could we come back and continue to backtest 300 on the triple Qs? Absolutely. If we do, no harm, no foul. We really don't get into kind of murky territories on the technology sector as a whole until we start to lose 293, and then we get below that 289. As long as we are over that, we have to give the bulls the benefit of the doubt and continue to ride the momentum. Even on days like today and on Friday, where we have a little bit of a pullback, there's nothing to be alarmed about. I would rather sit back, take very small trades, take $1 here, 50 cents here on days like that we're having on Friday and today, and just kind of wait for the bigger moves, because when those bigger moves, that's when you're really going to make your month's P&L. If Apple does break out and Apple starts to run $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, and you're a part of that move, you can definitely make a month's worth of profits on one particular trade. If we kind of just zoom out here, look at this chart here, top here. If we do start to break out, it is going to put in that next leg here. We've been trading very congested for a while now on Apple. If we look at the weekly time frame, again, look at how tight this week is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks back, right? If we just look at the last 7 weeks, we've pretty much been coiling up here. First price target's going to be 162 and then 170. Again, if we kind of just look to the left here and zoom out just a little bit more on the weekly time frame, you can see that this whole channel goes all the way back to last year in around September's high was around 158.56. So essentially you're talking about September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Guys, we're talking about 7 to 8 months worth of just distribution on a stock being traded in a range between 157 as the highs and then around 126. So again, it's been in a $25 move, great for range traders, when you kind of sell at the top of the range and then kind of cover towards the middle and then rebuy back in towards the bottom of the range and kind of just wait your turn for it to kind of get back to the middle. But when we go on a full breakout, we're talking about a 169 price target, and anything over 169 could touch 190. Again, I'm not saying that Apple's going to 190 this week. I'm not saying even that it's going to touch 190 this year. But what I am saying is that if we do get this next leg higher, we would be looking at 161 and around 168, 169. I will be watching Apple very, very closely. I am starting to build a starter position in this for a swing trade. What is going to be my stop? On my stop loss, I'm going to use the daily chart. I'm going to use any close below the 5-day moving average as my stop. Okay, so as of right now, we're looking at around 154. I'm going to give it around $2 worth of risk here, but I'm playing for that multiple $3, $4, $5, even $6 worth of potential here on the next leg up. I'm perfectly fine with my sizing on the $2 risk. Again, we are over all levels of supply, and we've got a ton of support here. Moving averages are starting to be stacked, meaning that the 5 is over the 10 is over the 20, the 20 is over the 50 and 200. The last one that we kind of need to kind of cross over here is going to be this 50-day moving average to get over that 200. And then I think the stock looks very, 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 very bullish, at least for the next month to two. Again, just want to give you guys my insights, do your own technical analysis. If you guys are interested in learning how I use supply and demand, what my strategy is, and you guys want to trade with myself as well as the rest of the guys in my Discord and private community, we do watch list, we do chart analysis, we sit around and we bullshit a little bit. But if you guys want to be a member, go to evolutiontraders.com. You guys can find all of the information there. And again, keep Apple on your guys' watch list, please. This could be a trade that you guys can make a lot of money in. Again, if you do want to start building into that position, then potentially you can start now, as long as we are holding this 5, and you can kind of look at Apple here touching this upper Bollinger Band on the daily time frame here. This is setting up absolutely perfect for this week. Again, guys, I hope you guys all the best of luck, and I'll see you guys all in the Discord tomorrow.